If I remember right, the card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. Said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has the question now.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people on a row to go through while the doors are locked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling mounted Captain Gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, here's what being found in the girls' locker room means. Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such
Good
ignorance.
lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay close attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Yeah, loaning it. But can you take it? Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else is perfectly fine. I expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the Togami family. So I managed to snip up the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You treat me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course what I am. Ever since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. But hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, that means someone will have to loan it to, So sleepy. Just listen to me makes me want to pass on. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self. So Chihiro does not need to have died in there for a boy to have dragged her in there. Alright, well that widens our suspect list again!
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental acuity, so I feel you myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. You know, you can't let me do stuff on my own. I did that fine last investigation. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Doesn't mean I have to figure it out for myself. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No wait, there's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So I finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the e-handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. Immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay close attention to the regulations. The answer is in front of you the entire time. Anyone who knew about this file cabinet can access the girls' locker room. And the boys, for that matter. As long as they loan them. That means, well, if it's a loan, you probably have to deliver them back, or else you get riddled with bullets, but for the purpose of stringing up a body. So, again, that means it could be anyone. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbook's been added to the truthful section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when it started up. Then the one that won't turn up must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Yeah, the memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment would lead to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey! Hey!
I'm
I know to ensure what you call the fuck down. What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I said it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? Look how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbooks does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't
But
hear
it's a secret. I
you.
wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Liam must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air when Kuma disappeared. What just happened? Munakuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? No, wait, something's about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, but this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Suddenly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me
Absolutely, I
repeat
have no
myself.
doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre, brutal method. Yeah, but there's nothing all that bizarre about beating someone over the head with a dumbbell. That's just a blunt instrument. They're like a ghost attacking someone and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. What nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. Are you just repeating yourself now? Still, could one of us really be a diminished psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that'll prove it, and I can show you. Then do.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis to believe it. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear
Evidence
now.
that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really? And hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time
We're
to
busy.
play
Leave
with.
us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. What is it? This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency. Yes, what is the emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Togo. She's acting super strange. I mean, she was acting very strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Togo, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me
repeat myself. I didn't expect that. For sure, he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it. Oh, maybe you do like her a little bit. Is there a bit of humanity below that cold, iron, frozen shell of yours? Does the Iron Man have the hint of a heart? Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Look like she's headed to the dorms. To Togo's room, most likely. You're right. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toga in a room so she could lay down. Afterward, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing from when we did. It was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Hurry up and do it. Right, I'll do it. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. And it rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Huh. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like someone was holding a shot on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Togo was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Could Togo be Genocide Jack? If it is, I still don't believe that. Is that what Toga's so scared?
But-
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey, Byaku, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byaku? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byaku stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're so... Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
It's... I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a promise. Don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toga talking about just now? Something about a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. You know, don't you? Not waiting for a reply, Byakuya stayed away. Byakuya! And I heard to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Is there evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat
Don't
myself.
make me... Yes, okay. Knock it off. What does a disc lamp matter right now? Ah, no. Is it here? Right on the other side of the door. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Neat. Oh, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. There's a wooden box. It's empty. I will jump up as much as it does look like there was something inside. Wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged into there. Forever used while I was last in the library. Extension cord, huh? Huh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yes, the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. I should dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. I don't really think about it, I picked one at a random. Ah, you have a sharp idea to select that file, huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. If you want to look at it now, there's no telling whose crosshair you might wind up in for peeking at it. I'm making a sound and turn the file to the shelf. Well, that's interesting. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? We detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous, truthful, or commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. We'll take a look later, I suppose. There's a ton of thick, fast stuff onto this bookshelf. If you think of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? Other files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you expect to leak. Oh. So, I finally begin to understand the true splendor of this library. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Why is this in the school? Isn't it magnificent? It's perplexing. This can't be for real, right?
Such
That's your guy's
ignorance.
problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. It's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have pulled all of this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope Peak truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use, I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong, you still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you read all these documents and more than once? All this is to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is big, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the material gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. The crew is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading from these reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I'll solve more than a few of those cases just for reviewing the reports. Among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Bakura grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
So you solved a couple of these cold case files and you done what with it? Have you actually helped them solve the case? Help them figure out how it all work together? No? But what's that? You're too busy being a stuck-up, arrogant jackass to help people. So here's the question, Byakuya. If you're not going to do anything with this, if you're not going to actually help people, do you really deserve this power? This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. Right, but if this document exists here, that means everyone could learn the precise details of it. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. The more I learn, the more I'm convinced it's a red herring. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. Well, the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime, unless they looked inside this file. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Yes, unless they went into the archive and read this. Do you sleep in here? No, because you're not allowed to. Monokuma doesn't care what family you're part of. He don't have your fucking fed to sharks if you try to pull that shit. This area is now open to all of us. Listen here, you stuck-up self-centered idiots. Anyone could have gone in and read that. That information is now available to all of us. And if you're not here 24/7, you cannot fully guarantee that this is the case. Good.
In other
words... That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. It really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Never imagine a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of a little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. There's even a surveillance camera here. Right, that's all for you. Another book.
That's fine.
Sorry, I thought he would say the same thing as before. But it didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Bakura handed me the file and flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I'd reached the page with photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Yikes. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran out for several pages. Yeah, but there's a thing missing. Genocide Jack seems to have a thing for scissors. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuya Honda, 17. Shurigaku, 23. Kanoise, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. From Matsuzune Taro, blah 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 blah. There's no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the kills counts were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. Were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. They were killed in the same way. Killed with custom-made scissors. Now, that's actually interesting, Byakuya, because now that I'm reading this, I'm noticing that there is a really important element missing. Because it says right here, custom-made, multiple stab wounds. These scissors, I think they're an element of the case that's missing here. Have you seen every murder? The word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. How does she just do that precise?